Yep, that's completely normal. Yep, completely normal. What's up, guys and ghouls? Welcome back to Living Dead Garage, where we bring the dead back to life. Today, we're working on an 88 K1500 pickup plow truck. Well, as some of you may know, I am located in Wisconsin, and recently we just got absolutely dumped on with like 2 feet of snow. As you can see, Beetlejuice there is dang near buried completely. And just, of course, the day we get one of the biggest storms, Storm Elsa, by the way, my plow truck decides to eat the alternator. Because why not? And also, my door latch failed, so I fixed that with a brand new one. Why, this stuff just always seems to happen at the worst time, but that's okay. We can overcome and persevere. So, as you saw, I have about 4 batteries in this thing. So I guess you could say I actually own a hybrid. Anyway, I would never own a hybrid. This is the closest thing I'm going to get to a hybrid. But I figured I'd do a small little video on this. As you can see, it's absolute blizzard, or it was a blizzard outside for like the past 2 days. So I'm really not working on any hot rods right now, but we're going to work on the old truck today. I'm going to show you how I got to fix this darn thing, because I know what you're thinking. Hey, it's an alternator, 2 bolts, it should be done. Well, let me show you. Well, here's our non-alternating alternator. Like typical, there is 1 bolt here and 1 bolt here. Well, we're missing the head. Somebody snapped that puppy off long before I bought this, so it's still in there. So that makes it quite a, well, not quite, a little bit of a challenge to get this off. So I could probably try and weld a nut on this end and snap that off, weld another one on, snap that one off, weld another one on, get it out halfway, and then that one snaps off, and then I just give up and go back in the house. Nope, we're not going to do that. I'm going to take the big dumb animal, the death wheel, and we're just going to cut right about halfway here, take that bolt out, take the belt off first before all that, and then we'll just rip this dang thing out of here. And then when I get the new alternator, I'll just put a bolt all the way through and put that one back in, and then the belt will hold in place. Perfect. I'll give you guys a little scenario about what my life's all about running this thing with approximately about 10 volts. Because this plow runs off an electric pump, when I go to lift the plow up, I have to rev, lift, rev, lift, lift, rev, rev, lift, rev, lift, lift, rev, because the plow steals all the amperage away from the coil. So I lose spark and or fuel injection. So this thing is an absolute handful to drive at the moment, especially being a stick shift. It's got an NV3500 trans in here. Yeah, so I have been struggling with this thing, and I have been snowed in and just dealing with it. So I just kind of put a band-aid on it and just ran extra batteries in here just to keep the truck running until about the battery light comes on constantly, and then I'll just switch from battery 1 to battery 2, and then I can plow for another 10-15 minutes and we're good to go. But let's get this alternator out of here. All right, let's get this serpentine belt off of here. Should probably replace this thing while I'm in here. It's been the same belt ever since I've owned this truck. Probably the better part of a decade. Oh, the tensioner's good. Don't have to replace that. Usually those are seized up. Well, it's actually pretty good, but probably wouldn't be the worst idea to replace it while I'm in here anyway. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, those bearings are shot. Alright, got that out of the way. Chaos. Engage. Now I'm going to see if I can jam a punch or a pry bar in there and just snap that aluminum casting right off. Alright. See if my dumb idea is as dumb as it sounded. Well, so far, no. She's going to pry out. Oh, yep. Oh, no. Oh, I should have taken that bolt out first. Great. Now I just snapped that one. Oh wow, this bolt was actually broken for a very long time. Actually, this was broken for a long time too. There's corrosion in here. Shit. Oh, there's live power there. I probably shouldn't have done that. Everything's going great. Just as I planned. Yeah, as you can see, that actually wasn't me that broke that. That's been broken for a long time. That's not a clean cut, or a fresh cut, I should say. Man, this truck's had a hard life. I think so that's why we like each other so much. Guys, we have things in common. Alright. Get our spicy wire off of there. Don't drop the nut. There we go. There. Oh yeah. You hear that? Oh. Yeah. She's a little too well done for my liking. All right. Well, I'm going to head to O'Reilly's and I'm going to pick up a 105 amp alternator this time. Because I believe this is probably like the 60 amp. I'll have to, I don't know, there's really no part numbers on here, but I think these trucks came standard with like a 60 amp or 70. Since we're running a plow and 2 batteries, I'm going to go with the 105 amp to help with that extra load. That's probably what cooked this thing in the first place, was running all that extra power. But I'll see you bright and early in the morning. I'm going to hit O'Reilly's first thing in the morning. They have one in stock, so I'll throw this thing on and see if she'll plow once again. All right, next day, got ourselves a reman alternator. Let's get this puppy in here so I can plow some snow. I know plowing snow is considered a chore for a lot of people, but when you got a plow truck, it makes it kind of fun. Sit on your ass, have the heat on. Better than a shovel. So what I'm going to do here is just shove a bolt, a longer bolt, all the way through here. I can partially thread it. And then I'll just lock nut the other end of it. And then that tab that broke off, I'm just going to bolt it right back onto the alternator, throw the belt on, and pretend I didn't see it, because as you saw, that had been broken for who knows how long, and it never came loose. So Yeah, that ain't going nowhere. Going nowhere. There. Just gonna throw the belt back on. We're ready to move some powder. Yeah. Sneak it around this finger slicer here. That's done. Oh, I'm gonna see if this puppy will start. It should. Got her out of gear, yep. Ah, yes. Charging. Before it was just above 9. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah, let's go plow some snow. Well, it's not truly fixed, but it is different. Thank you, Junkyard Digs. Jeff's got a plow on his 3-wheeler, but you can only do so much with that thing. Wow. Wow. This is crazy. Careful now, I don't want to get this damn thing buried. Oh, I might have just done it. I have yet to get this truck stuck. Seems to always crawl her way out somehow. ridiculous. I'm not gonna have a clutch by the time I get done with this job. Well, there you have it. Got the old truck going again. I got it stuck twice, but she just pulled herself right out. All it took was about 6,000 to 7,000 RPMs. That's all. A couple grinded gears, but we're good. Well, if you guys made it this far, I appreciate you watching. I know it's a little different than our usual content, but we do have a lot of other videos of us working on classic cars, reviving old barn finds, stuff like that. So go ahead and check those out. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. Hype the video. That would be nice. You don't have to, but hey, stick around a little while. We got some cool stuff coming up. Our channel's growing. Once again, we appreciate you guys, and we will see you in the next one.